are in listen-only mode.
Good day. My name is Bill Groot. I'm your host today, and welcome to our fourth day of our QC ALM Expert Week. Today we have Brian Topham, who's Worldwide Marketing Manager in HP Software Support, who's going to give a presentation regarding HP Software Flexible Care Support Service. I'd like to remind you that this session is being recorded, and after the recording, we will post a message in our Quality Center Support Customer Forum, where you can find the recording, the description of this presentation, and you could submit your questions there if you don't submit them today during the presentation. Regarding questions, on the right-hand side, you'll see a question box. That's where you can type your questions. And then after the presentation, Brian will answer your questions. Okay, so we're going to get started. I'm going to pass it over to Brian. He can start his presentation. Brian, you're up.
Hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you might be. My name is Brian Topham. I'm the Worldwide Marketing Manager for the HP Software Support Portfolio team. And today I'm going to walk you through one of our newest announcements, which is the HP Software Flexible Care Support Service. I know it's a mouthful. You can call it FlexCare for short. So when we look at different expectations, the more that's out there, the more content that we have. It's moving towards the cloud. We have a higher adoption of mobile devices, a higher adoption of apps, and there's a constant change within IT environments. And IT environments are under a lot more pressure, more so than they've ever been before. And because of limited resources, many IT departments are like firefighters. They're firefighting, and they don't really have time to be trained. They don't have time to look to the future and really focus on improvement. So the weight of expectations is a constant concern to most IT managers. The software that they use is expected to be operational. It's expected to be up and running and performing at optimum levels. And it's expected to provide value and ROI very quickly. Excuse me. There was a time where 90 to 95% uptime was actually a good standard and was actually a good thing. But now 99.9% is expected. So on top of all that expectation, IT budgets are being stretched. They're even being reduced. And the expectation is a lot higher to see ROI presented quicker. So software expectations are really and truly increasing. And where we see things is in a chance here is where we have a value-added service that can help you out, that can help your product adoption life cycle, if you will. So no matter where you are in the process, whether you've just purchased a product or you've deployed one for several months, we want to help you realize that value. We want to help you understand, and maybe you've purchased it and you've never installed it. Maybe you're having trouble with some integrations. We want to help you realize your value of the software investment that you've made and really help you see that implementation. Now, value-added services can help to reduce your risk and realizing that potential ROI that you're really wanting to see and management is wanting to see. So value-added services can also help you to protect your investment and optimize your resources, can really help you to look at things from a self-solve point of view and solve those problems as they arise yourself rather than have to call HP and waste that time every time a problem occurs. They can help you be more proactive and look at things from a strategic review, strategic planning, and also be more proactive in advice. And then providing a named support expert to help you when those needs arise. And lastly, value-added services can really help you to optimize resources by refocusing some of your staff on more business-critical activities rather than just firefighting and putting out those fires, but really focusing on that value. So when looking at this, you really need to look at the risks and the business needs that you have. You need to ask yourself three very critical questions. Do you believe that your complex environment is optimized to your business needs? Do you believe you're seeing an expected ROI? Are you struggling to maintain your complex environment? And these are really some of the business needs that we need to focus on and look at. Now, looking at our journey to value, value-added services here can help us achieve and maximize these values in the shortest amount of time possible. So we can help you through this journey in three real steps, and they kind of follow circular around the wheel. One is the business, excuse me, business and technology, excuse me, and this is achieved through HP software. The second step is through technology adoption, and this is achieved through, as we just talked about, value-added services. And lastly, we have realizing value realization, and this is achieved through stability, through maturity, and through innovation. And we're going to go, this is really going to help you do this by realizing and going through the ROI, maximizing the value that you have, but at the same time reducing that risk and helping you try to lower some of those costs so your budget can stretch a little farther. Now, today's environments, IT environments, as we talked about, they're very complex. They're very time critical. And HP software flexible support services, so FlexCare for short, really allow you to see that greater value for your investment through an ongoing partnership that you're going to see with HP software support teams. Now, FlexCare it's a flexible portfolio. That's the name. And it really helps you see these support services designated to help and partner with you to get a greater value from your HP software products and your solutions. So what we want is these support experts to work with you and work alongside you and your teams to help you see that increase in uptime, to help you improve your performance, really help you see that and achieve your objectives, even of your own objectives, even those of your customers, and really help you enhance your ROI. So we're going to help you gain the most benefit from your solution and from your IT infrastructure in really two ways. The first we're going to do that is through product coverage and expertise, and this is achieved through FlexCare core offerings as well as a product hierarchy, if you will, and I'll explain those in just a moment. And then the second part of that is going to be through some flexibility, through some savings and simplicity, and this is going to be achieved through FlexCare Credits and FlexCare Bundles. We'll talk about that in just a moment. So this is what the software support portfolio looks like now. We provided both reactive and proactive services to reduce your risk. Excuse me, sometimes my mouse auto scrolls, so I apologize for that. It's going to help you reduce that risk that I was talking about and help you really realize that potential ROI. And as you can see here, we have enterprise support, which is more reactive. We have more proactive support through FlexCare, which is what we're talking about today. And also we have ELA management services to help you really get the fullness out of your ELA. So again, for our conversational purposes today, we're going to talk about FlexCare. And we can help you really strengthen your business by gaining access to HP technical expertise, looking at best practices, simplifying your overall support experience through a single point of contact for all your interactions with HP software support. We're going to help you enjoy a faster response time with shorter service level objectives, SLOs, and to optimize your staff utilization, really helping you shift that focus that is sometimes used on firefighting from that day-to-day maintenance to more things like innovation. And these are just a few things that we can help you with. So we're really going to focus right now on the four main key offerings that we offer within FlexCare. The first is the FlexCare Named Account Support Engineer, NASC for short, and that's that second box over on the left. And this really boosts the level of reactive support received from HP software as an enhanced, really first contact, if you will, for technical support. The NASC's goal is really to learn your environment, to address support incidents more efficiently and really more effectively. Next, we have the FlexCare Technical Account Manager, or a TAM, if you will, and this really provides an unrivaled product knowledge, really proven skills to help you streamline and really improve the operations of your software infrastructure. And the TAM's goal is to really ensure solutions operate at a maximum availability, really looking at stability and effectiveness from a support perspective. The next we have over here is the FlexCare, excuse me. Sometimes we get an auto scroll, so I apologize for that. Next we have the Enterprise Service Manager, or an ESM. And the ESM acts as an ambassador to leveraging the support of both local and even corporate resources in managing and striving to deliver a real consistent level of service. The ESM will provide detailed reporting, help you look at trends, and will also be responsible for analyzing the data and providing a detailed recommendation based on that data that's presented. And essentially the ESM's goal is to serve as a support point of contact from a product specific family, or a pillar, if you will. So it's really a non-technical advisor who will assist by ensuring that the appropriate resources and processes are in place to drive actions and effective resolutions at the pillar level. And then lastly, we have a new role that we've recently added to our portfolio. It's a FlexCare Account General Support Manager, or an AGSM. And this is your strategic partner, enabling a successful really realization of your investment within your HP software. So it's looking at things from a more proactive, more of an executive proponent, if you will, that will enable more of a new style of IT support ecosystem, which is going to be more cost effective. It's going to help you be more reliable, be more manageable. And the AGSM's goal is to act as an executive contact and more like a satisfaction manager for all products covered under FlexCare. So an AGSM assists by really tailoring the support experience from a strategic point of view. And again, this is for the entire HP software FlexCare portfolio, and to really ensure that you see the most value out of your entire HP software investment, really maximize things for you. And you've had this teaser a few times because of my auto-scrolling mouse, and I apologize, but this is what we talk about when FlexCare is based on a product hierarchy. The FlexCare core offerings are aligned to centers and pillars, not individual products as we used to offer at one point. So now you take positions like the NASE and the TAM, they're assigned to the product family or center level. An example of that would be systems management, maybe network management, operations, bridge. So there's a lot of different centers, family centers, family product families that are represented there. Next, we have the ESM that covers things more from a solution, from a pillar point of view. An example of this, if we're sticking with the same theme, is from BSM. And then lastly, we have the AGSM, which covers, again, all products supported under FlexCare. So it's looking at the entire install base here. So again, and the AGSM really needs soldiers to work underneath it, if you will. It's almost like a general. It needs those soldiers to get the grunt work done, and that's where the NASEs and the TAMs come in, because they're more technical, and they get their hands dirty, while the ESM and the AGSM are more strategic and look things from a higher view. The ESM being from the pillar point of view, and the AGSM looking at everything from the entire portfolio covered under FlexCare. And then we talked about FlexCare Credits. So here we have additional optional services that are available at any time throughout the life of your support contract. So we're really going to use a combination of FlexCare Credits along with a flexible menu that's really going to give you some add-on services. So you can use your credits to augment the FlexCare core offerings on demand, and really to extend your software enterprise support services. So FlexCare Credits provide you a flexible way to source additional reactive and proactive services. So in a way, it's really providing you exactly what you need when you need it. So you can choose to purchase credits either upfront, or you can buy them anytime throughout the life of your contract. And again, credits can be purchased per year, and they must be used within each of the support contracts year. So these are just a few examples that we have listed here on the screen. For a full list of the menu, you can really be viewed anytime. You can go to the software support hp.com page and click on the FlexCare tab, and we have a full breakdown of the FlexCare support matrix, so you can really choose which one of these activities you would like to use, and applicably it breaks down as to the credit amount for each one of those services. So in short, FlexCare credits really give you flexibility to move around dependent on your needs and your changing requirements throughout the life of your contract. And when we talk about this, when we look at FlexCare Bundles, we're offering you savings and simplicity with a single SKU. So a bundle is basically a prepackaged bundle of simply purchasing more of a providing an inclusive value, incorporating one or more of the core offerings, as well as bundling in some of our FlexCare credits, providing some flexibility to access additional services later without having to go through the entire procurement and buying process. So if we look at a few of these examples, the first one here, the first bundle, we have the accelerated bundle, which gives you a named engineer and a package of credits rolled into a single SKU. So the benefits of a bundle over the individual offerings is we're actually giving you something for free within the bundle. In this case, you've got 25 credits that are included, 5 more being for free. And with the FlexCare Plus bundle, you're going to get reactive services plus proactive services, plus a bundle of 40 credits, again 30 included, 10 more for free. With the FlexCare Premium, we're going to give you 2 product centers. So within those 2 product centers, in other words, we're going to give you 2 NASCs, 2 TAMs, plus an ESM. And the ESM is going to help you keep an eye on things from a product pillar point of view, from a solution point of view, and including, again, 40 credits, 20 more for free. And then lastly, we have the FlexCare Ultimate, which gives you 2 NASCs, 2 TAMs, 2 ESMs, and our new AGSM role. And again, this is going to include a lot of credits, 50 included, 30 more for free. This way we're covering every product that's covered under FlexCare, and now you can cover multiple centers, multiple pillars from a reactive and proactive point of view. So again, all of this under a single SKU with a little bit of an incentive over buying them individually. And here, as we previously talked about value-added services, we provided you a little bit talking about support to deliver stability, maturity, and innovation. So here, we're going to help you enhance the stability of your HP software deployments with dedicated access to advanced experts, support experts. We're going to give you improvement and help you improve the maturity of your day-to-day operations and help you with a proactive partnership. And then we're going to help you gain more time to focus on innovation with personal mentoring rather than having your staff put out fires and be those firefighters. Additionally, we're going to help you look at things by accelerating your software adoption and rollouts with personal best practices, and then comprehensively helping you with a range of flexible advanced support services, again, when you need them. They'll provide you help even when things change throughout a contract. So we're going to help you, in this case, go through this step. We're going to help you see some stability by maximizing your solution, performance, helping you maximize your performance, maximize your uptime, help you to focus on minimizing risk, minimizing disruptions, and help you, again, be more proactive with problem solving. Next is we're going to help you see more maturity by optimizing your deployment and really helping you with more software usage as well. So this is going to result in up to 95% less escalations and maximizing the value realization from HP software and reducing your total cost of ownership. And we're going to help you see innovations really by continuously aligning IT and security operations to improve efficiency, to help you improve and really accelerate your project delivery and help you accelerate your business outcomes. So help you see the value that you're hoping to see. And don't take our word for it. We really want you to take the word of some of HP software support customers. This is what they have to say. In this case, Injazit, they were really able to see SLAs with a 99.9% availability of their business critical systems. Infotech from Latin America, they helped reduce the cost of up to a third in some areas. They saw their incident reduction by more than 20%. In some cases, they were 75% increase the first time they called to find a resolution. And Rabobank in Holland, a premier customer of ours, they said ROI and they really enhance things with ROI and gain maximum value from HP software products by providing continuous insight into new software versions and features. So again, going through the entire life cycle, product adoption life cycle. And these customers here really help them to see those things through the stability, through that maturity, and help them see that innovation to maximize their own expectations, to meet those expectations, and to maximize their ROI. And in this case as well, there's a lot more information to be had. So we encourage you to go to our website. Again, I talked about it before. You can go to hp.com/go/software support services. There, feel free to click on the FlexCare tab. Again, we break down the portfolio for you, and you'll be able to see a matrix menu of all the items and services broken down into 3 main categories that you can redeem your FlexCare credits for. So again, here you're going to see customer success stories. We do have a great forum that you'll be able to get on and ask questions, talk to our experts, and be able to solve those things. In some cases, find those solutions yourself. We've got an HP Live network. We've got data sheets. You can, again, see the entire portfolio, as well as white papers to really help you educate yourself. So I want to thank you for your time and encourage you, again, to go to hp.com/go/software support services.
Thank you, Brian. Looking at there are no questions. I don't know if any the people on the phone, if you want to submit any questions, now's the time. Or if you think about questions later, you can always post them in the Quality Center Support Customer Forum, where we'll be putting Brian's presentation and recording in the description of everything what was mentioned today. There are still no questions. So, Brian, I'd like to thank you for your time today, and we'll post this into our forum. And if questions do come in, Brian, we will contact you, and then you can go in and answer those questions for our customers. And also for customers that will be reviewing the recording that didn't have time today to come to the session. So we'll let you know when those things come in.
Well, we appreciate it. Thank you very much, Bill. Thank you, everyone.
Well, everyone, thanks for your time today. And our last session is on the best practices on QC and ALM. So hope to see you there in a half an hour. And if not, have a nice day, and thanks for joining.